Hi, I'm Siki, and you're welcome to SikiCast. Today on SikiCast, we'll be talking about Nerve. This is my very own event-driven system that doubles as a tax. Will I call it runner? I don't know. Tax runner, more like a workflow kind of system where events are being published as well as the events are being handled. That's just the simple explanation on this. And with this simple explanation or with this simple mechanism, we can use it for a lot of things. So for now, we are talking about maybe some event being published and some system somewhere or function somewhere handling that event and also giving its own making its own publication. So with Nev, it's something I plan to use for my workflows in terms of applications I build, either as a separate entity, workflow entity, or a full-blown, in fact, the entire system itself. It's an experimental project where I have to do. I'm trying to see how best to do event-driven from start to finish. When I say start to finish, I mean from the front end down to the back end, without, will I say, using some sort of RESTful APIs or some sort of calling functions from different services. As time goes on, we will be. In fact, this is a video stream I'll be, or will I say, recording I'll be doing. This is not just only for Nev. We'll also be having SikiCast will also be having recordings in Jai, Jai programming language. I think I had access way long ago, for a long time now. I had not done any stream on it. I'm building a project on that using Jai though, but that is like a super experimental project called Cosmos. But for now, we are doing Nev. So moving on back to Nev, the core idea of this system is simple. We have things we call agents. These agents are just a trait in Rust. They're just for a trait implementation in Rust that has a contract. This contract is not any big contract, it's just reusing traits. It simply states you are an agent. You will want to be able to receive events and possibly publish an event. We will handle the publication for you. All you have to do is to be an agent, and to be an agent, which is you are. So first of all, you have to give us an args, the type args. So this trait itself accepts args. This args could be anything external coming into the agent. You give us a setup function, something for us to call that will let you know that we are trying to set you up or start you up or something. We provide you the args and we'll provide you an address. This address will be what you will use to publish, send Nev, what do you call it, an unpublished event. We'll talk about unpublished event later. But before that, we need to know how you are being configured. The configuration down here takes the event, the system, the ID of that agent, if it is a system, because we have remote agents and also local agents. This The local agent serves as plugins for the system. Remote agent serves as client users. So we also have subscribables. Give us your subscribables, the events you are interested in handling, as well as the publishables, the events you can publish. Then you give us a socket address. For users, we just need socket address because we ourselves will preload all of this. Because in the long run, what I want Nev to do is to be able to, for people to be able to subscribe to Nev events and be able to publish Nev events. So when I mean subscribe, when I say subscribe, I mean I, as an organization, I have gone to design a shape, an event shape. I have a physical system or something running, for example an XMS system running, and I want somebody to be able to call an event and to be able to send an SMS, maybe within the Nevo ecosystem. And doing that, the person has to subscribe. Maybe that could be a developer or any other person has to subscribe. So that kind of subscription, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about event subscription in terms of the system level. So currently now we have this config which the Nev, like the the agent has to provide. But it also provides a handle function which it will use to receive events that have been retrieved from the event store. Upon handling completion of that handling that event, it could also provide an unpublished event, a list of unpublished events that the agent itself would like to publish. For example, a user logs in, the agent would like to also publish, say, okay, local, the status, say user has logged in, or let me see, section created. We'll see that in the long run. This trait also requests that the agent provides an error. This is to indicate to the agent that, an error occurred. And we can have three types of error. The pre-published error, this is before any event is being published. Published error and a general error. This general error could be anything from maybe event store, malfunction, or any other stuff. So looking at it, let's take a look at the let me see, a single agent. For example, we have the web socket agent. This is an agent that helps facilitate WebSocket connections to Nev. So this event takes in a WebSocket session as an AG, takes in a socket address as an AG, as well as an optional string. This optional string is to be a client token. I don't know what to use this for, but I think it might change in the future. I might change this and remove it, or still keep it for maybe users who are already authenticated and just want to authenticate without going to a login process again. So the setup, we pass the args and just create the the struct. After that, we provide the arg function, where we are, and the config function, where we are kind of stating that this is a user config, not a system config. We handle it, but on the handle side, we don't do anything big. We just forward the events back to the WebSocket connection, so the client can receive it. On error, we just log. So When the system starts up, which is what we call the Nav starts up, we before maybe passing this to the server or some sort of server, in this case we are using Arctex here, we will want to spawn system level agents. And when I mean system level agents, these are agents within the system that they practically serve as plugins, agents that serve as plugins, just extend the functionality of the system. In this case here, in line 31, we're spawning an account agent. This account agent gets the address, this is the socket address, and the state of the entire system. And if we should take a look at that agent, that would be mod. We will want to use this to handle logins, anything relating account related. So in this case now, as a sample, we are handling this event. This agent is responsible for handling this event we call this account registration requested. So that is like an event that comes in when a user is trying to register an account, and he does his own stuff and kind of provides maybe either successful account registration was successful, the session was created, and this all those kind of events. It gives back its own events. So we'll see in details. Please, I'm a bit feisty on this stream and this recording because I had actually initially recorded this for almost an hour, and my laptop went off. In fact, let me even check if the record is on. Yep, it's on. So my laptop went off and I lost all the data. So I'm a bit feisty on this, but I think we will improve. Maybe my energy will improve as time goes on. So this what do you call it, account agents actually have few subscribables for now. This subscribable list will grow as time goes on. So we have the account registration requested, we have the login requested, we also have account and session verification requested. It has also its own publishables. We have the create account created, we also have account session created, and all. It also have list of rejections. Rejections are how it shows errors. So maybe a user is trying to log in with an already existing user, he gets an account registration rejected with an error as a data. So let me show you what an event looks like. For now, an event, we have two types of event. We have the event, the typical event, and we also have the unpublished event. A typical event is an event that has already been published to the event store and is ready to be reacted, like to be, let's say reacted to, no, not reacted to, but to be handled, or to be fetched and be handled. So this one has an ID, blah blah. I'm using SuriDB, by the way. So this might change in the future. So we are having a SuriDB record ID. We also have name of that event. We also have, this name is unique, by the way, for events. We also have what they call data, which is just JSON, maybe in this case is SADI JSON value. We also have the time the event was created, the socket address of that event, as well as the publisher ID. We have event shapes, but for now we don't want to disturb ourselves with this. We also have the unpublished event. Unpublished events just gets the name of the event and data is being provided. The unpublished, so in Nav, events are not just being taken and validated and just pushed to the store. We will want to check the permission of that agent who is publishing that event. So if the agent has the permission to subscribe to that event, he can listen to the event. But when he wants to publish, he cannot just publish any events he wants to publish. Even the subscription, he cannot just subscribe to any event. But for the publish itself, we want to check, first of all, we will have to check if the event the user is publishing is valid. We also want to check it against the shape of the event. This is something we'll discuss later on. Against the shape of that event. For the shape of the event, we plan, what I'm planning in, it's event fields could be encrypted. For example, we have this registration event, this register user event, what do you call, account registration event that has means of auth. Means of auth should not be something that will just be flying within the systems, and any agent connected to Nav should see. So we might encrypt it and only allow maybe agents who has permission to be able to see that kind of means of auth be able to decrypt it. So I think that is what why we make this an unpublished event, because it's not been published to the event store. So when you look at it, these are the two events we have. So let's get a feel of the system. Let me set it up. For now, we are using the WebSocket protocol as our API. Let me do a reset cargo run. Okay, as our API for now. So once the system starts up, you can see that the the account agent has been spawned up and is ready to receive unpublished events from any other places or any place. It's also ready to receive subscribed events from the event store. Yeah. So when you look at it, let's go down to our test environment. So I'm currently using Insomnia. I just pray my energy increased, maybe improves, because I'm really not happy with the fact that I'd already recorded this thing, and it's my laptop went off and I lost it. By the way, please, this stream, it's a very raw stream. I don't expect to polish or hide any other thing to make it look fine. I'm a simple, realistic man, and as for those who will be how do you call it, who will be following this stream, will come to find out I'm raw, like really raw. So let's go back, let's progress, let's not digress. So take that aside, we want to test this. This is the WebSocket. So the WebSocket, will I say, URL I'm currently using. This will change in the long run. What I'm doing, I'm passing a JSON event to, I'm publishing a JSON event, or will I say sending a JSON event. It's going to be a list of unpublished events where we have the name of what we want to publish, the events we want to publish, as well as the data or the payload it carries. So if I connect and I send this, I'm to get two events. So I published an account requested, account registration requested. So I think this is how I am formatting my stuff. So, but anybody can format. Maybe if you have access to the system, you can format it in any way. But I prefer this. So account registration requested. upon registration we should get account was created with this blah 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 with all of this. This is not to be received by the WebSocket client, but because of I'm testing, I just want to because I'm testing, I just want to showcase this. Maybe let's the WebSocket sees all of this information, or maybe the client see all of this information. We also have this account session created. It was created with some few information, the socket ID, when it's being created, and all of this. So this is the what I call it, the shape of an event, where we have an ID. So really, this is how they do the ID. I don't know why they do it like this, but maybe on a long run, while I'm moving on, I can convert this to a string rather than having all of these plenty things. Then we have the event name. We also have the data. In this case, the data is carrying account agent unknown. Account agent unknown. How come? Okay, I'll figure that out. I'll find out why that is there. We also have okay, I see. I think I am account agent unknown. This is supposed to be the user agent of the what do you call it? The user agent of the that's maybe that session. And it could be maybe a phone, a browser, something like that. Then this is the account ID. Same SurilDB. They are bullshit. They do with their IDs. Then we have this what do you call it, created. This was when the event was created, the timestamp. We have the ID of the event. We also have the socket address of that event. This is to enable us to know where an event is being what do you call it, the event is being published from. Then we also have event created. Okay, this is when how we know when this socket ID is for the user who logged in. This other one too is for the event. This socket ID is for the event. So in the long run, we will get to break down all of this and see how things go. So for now, this is what I have. Actually, in the previous stream that got lost, I actually fixed some few errors that was in the system. It was fun though, but it's quite unfortunate I lost that. So the next phase of this project now is to do some few cleanups. But before the cleanup, I was thinking of creating a fun client to work with. I don't know, I actually could do that with JavaScript, specifically the Svelte framework, and maybe get some drag and drop kind of stuff. But I don't want to. I think I'll just continue with Rust. Probably Daxis, but even Daxis, I don't think I want to use Daxis because of the web stuff. So I'm thinking of using. In fact, I've actually set up a project. Well, let me see if I can spin up that thing. I've actually set up a project for using what do you call it? I think for now, just as a means of test, I'm using eGUI just to move fast. So if you come to Nerve Studio, I'm trying to use an eGUI. I just set up a project for now. because I think eGUI I can get examples of a drag and drop and can do a lot of things, and it's still the same Rust ecosystem. I don't have to move away. Let me just quickly run this cargo run. There's nothing in it right now. It's just a template I picked and just dump it. I think there's nothing much to do on this stream again, on this thing again. Maybe tomorrow we will continue. So this is just a plain thing. I think tomorrow we'll continue. We'll try to work on this client and play with the server, the what we call Nev server, and see how things go. For now, so if not that, we might also do further cleanups on this whole thing. So just a quick note on this on CKcast, we'll not just be writing working on Nev, we'll also be experimenting on Cosmos. Cosmos is my long term, will I say, a grand idea I'm having. I will be developing it on the stream. Not everything I might show, but at least certain things. It's a distributed, decentralized application that I hope to make an operating system one day. So it's also event based, and it's also something that I think that tends to breach the complexity of a decentralized system, or using a decentralized system, and it tends to breach that gap for a normal people who are not all latex savvy to be able to use that system. So I'm thinking of something like that, very user-friendly decentralized system. So we'll be seeing that with that project itself. I'm making a gamble. I'm doing a gamble. I'm actually writing that project on Jai. I had access to Jai's beta for a long time now. I've been playing around with it, but I had not really used it to build something. So Cosmos is, I think, the first project I'll be building with Jai. The Jai programming language is currently in a closed beta right now. But moving on, we'll be working on what do you call it, with these two languages on these two projects. CKcast does not will not also contain these two projects. We will also be maybe working on embedded system applications, and for this we'll be inviting some guests, because I love embedded system. I want to go into embedded system because my grand idea is to play around with things like digital twin, and digital twin encompasses embedded system, 3D modeling, and the rest, like 3D application, graphics programming, and the rest. So all of this we'll get to see on CKcast. So maybe you might want to subscribe, follow the channel, and I think maybe later on we'll get social media handles where we can post. But for now, I am Siki Oforie on, I think, Twitter, so you can find me there. Siki Oforie, that's my handle, Twitter handle. Maybe you can use my full name, Siki Nwurukabo Oforie, to find me on Twitter. I think that's where we can get updates on things we have to do on CKcast. Please note, CKcast is my own playground. If you are an expert, I'm not an expert in most things. In fact, I don't really know much. I'm learning. CKcast is a place for learning. So if you're on the stream, you're an expert, please feel free to correct us. Feel free to DM me to say, okay, look, what you're doing is wrong. I think you could do it better. I am keen to criticism. I'm keen to backlash. If you want to roast me, you can roast me, but don't roast me plenty. But just note, if you roast me, I will invite you to the stream or on the stream, and you get to maybe show us how best to do things. And take that aside, I am an African man. Please, I know Africans, we kill ourselves. In fact, not only Africans, but you take everybody, we kill ourselves for simple things as accents or pronunciations. I'm an Asian man, so my H is very bad. My H is very bad. So it's not bad. That is how my H is. English is not my original language. My original language is Okrika. So please, I might not pronounce things very well. It's okay as long as you understand what I'm trying to say. Um, so that is it. This stream is going to be raw, very raw. Although we won't say things like the F word sentence, so we'll try to limit that. But please, this place is for raw guys who really want you, or ladies who really want you, just come chill, watch some shitty ass Nigerian or some serious ass dude talk about his projects, as well as learn alongside, and also look at the guests we're inviting. And it's just a fun place. So drop in and subscribe or something. We will, I will really appreciate it. Take that aside too. We will be doing live streams. This is a pre-record stuff, but we'll be doing live stream. In fact, the goal is live stream so that guys can come there and fight and debate, and also maybe share ideas and something like that. But for now, my internet is very, 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 very bad. So I can't stream. Else I'll be on Twitch streaming probably every day, or maybe some few days in a week. And I will be streaming very early, as early as maybe 1, 2, 3 a.m. because that's when people are sleeping, and some people are also, what they call it, the noise makers are sleeping. If not, people will be making noises at my stream. And take that aside, I live in a place where there's a lot of animals, so you pardon me if you hear cocks. I'm in Africa, so you should hear animals make noise. Today, even yesterday, I think I found some snake in my compound, kind of cotton. They were mating, two of them. My actually, and my friend was trying to get them down to kill them, but we'll just let them be. It's part of nature. I love nature. I love things. So we might be hearing animals in my stream. If I am to switch it maybe to the evening, for now it'll be in the mornings. Just to keep the calm, keep quiet until I have a very good setup where we can maybe um, have this anytime we want. Maybe anytime people are around the stream, anytime people are around, or are available to watch, and because I will need to soundproof my office or something. So for now, this is what we are working on. Please, this is a learning thing for me, as to some, okay, for some, also some people who are coming up, who might not have had this level of knowledge as I have. My knowledge is not big or small, but I'm just sharing it, and also open for criticism. So I think that is what we have on this stream today. Maybe we'll continue